how can I integrate new habits into everyday IT? Welcome to a new episode of the Get Shit Done in IT podcast. My name is Seidl, and today we talk about how to integrate new habits into everyday IT. So IT guys or people working in IT might have a better a not so good chance to integrate new habits, because working at IT means that your day is not so good plannable like maybe others from 9 to 5 or something. Because if you work in consultancy, you have customers asking for things you can't plan. Or general, if you work in IT, you have problems coming up you're not able to plan. So IT people might have some or see difficulties to plan their day ahead, because things occur you cannot plan before. So I found 3 points to integrate new habits into everyday IT, and those I want to talk about today. So the first thing is find a time slot what suits you best. And that means not only suits you best, also don't affect your family, your kids, whatever you live with or your relationship is. So in my example, I decided to do more sports. So mainly go to the gym and do some cycling on 2 days and 3 days going to the gym. And our biggest son was born 6 or nearly 7 years ago. So now I needed to find the right time slot when I go to the gym or when I do my sports. So the first idea is right after work. So this was for Corona. So I drove to the customer and at 5 around drove back home. And the first option was I do it after work and then come home. But that's brought me to I will not see any of my kids on that day, because in the morning I left early and they sleep. I arrive back home after they go back to bed, so I don't see my kids on the whole week maybe. So that was not a good idea. The second one was that I do it after the kids go to bed, but that means that I lose time with my girlfriend every day. Yeah, because my idea was I want to do at least 45 minutes each day during the week. So when I do this after lunch, after kids are going to bed, I will lose time with my girlfriend during the week. That was also not a very good option, and it was supposed to fail because the circumstances are not good in that case. And the third option, and that's the one I am doing since 6 years right now, or 7 years, is to take the time before everyone else is standing up. So I will stand up at 4:40, 4:45 in the morning, go to the gym, go back, go to shower. So I have around 1 hour and 5 or 1 hour and 10 minutes every day before everyone else start their day, before everyone else stand up, before everyone else wakes up. And those affect the people around me, what means my 2 kids and my girlfriend, nearly zero. So it's time what I have, it's time what I can choose. And of course, that makes it really easier. In one hand, really easier to integrate those habits. Of course, it is challenging to stand up at 4:45, but that's a different topic. The second one is when it gets hard, and when you, in my case, I don't want to stand up. I want to stay in the warm bed and maybe sleep 1 more hour. I just remember the feeling what I have when I do the sports, when I go to the gym after I finish my session, and the feeling during the day. And it might sound a little bit cheesy, but the feeling is better when you start with sports in the morning. You're more relaxed, you're more focused, or then can focus on your work day. And I always try to remember that feeling, that things when it's hard to stand up. Maybe I already know it in the evening before, that maybe I go late to bed and I know it will get hard in the morning to stand up. I already start when I go to bed the day before to think about when I stand up, when I get that thing done, that I will have a good feeling, I will have a good mood and everything. So that helps a lot to overcome those barrier when I want to go out of bed. I have to go out of bed at 4:45. And the third thing is, and that might help at the beginning, that you at least try it 30, 40, 50 days, maybe 1 or 2 months, that you really go through and try to integrate this new habit. Because scientists says that if you want to integrate a new habit, you have to do it a certain amount of time or days. Yeah, I heard something about 30 days. I heard something about 40 days. I heard something about 2 months. So at least give it a try 2 months to integrate this new habit. And then you should see, the benefit that you can integrate it much easier. You can bring yourself to the mood much easier. So at least try it 1 or 2 months and to see the effect of the new habit. In my case, the sport, I saw my body feeling better and everything. So this is not done after 1 day or 1 week. So try it at least 1 or 2 months and see the results or feel the results of your new habits. Also, make yourself realistic goals. In my case, it wouldn't be very, very realistic when I wanted to do 2 hours of sports every day. I have a company, I have to do my work, I have 2 kids, we have a big house. So there is a lot of stuff to do all around. So it isn't very, very, it is not possible to do 2 hours of sports every single day. And it's also not what I wanted to do, because it was good, the 45 minutes doing sports. That's fine for me. That's what I wanted. Everything else would be unrealistic. And if it's not realistic, it is much harder to achieve. So you can increase your habits, you can increase your goals, whatever, later, but start with small steps, start with realistic goals, and that makes it much easier. And so that's my 3 things what help me to integrate this new habit into everyday IT. And I also do it for other things I want to change. If I want to do other things, of course, the podcast right now, trust me, like everyone else, I have enough things to do. And so it wasn't because I was boring and tried to start a podcast. So it was a goal since a few years to start a podcast. So I tried to make it possible to integrate. So I really did it just a 10-15 minute podcast. I, of course, automated a lot of the production phase and to publish it. Yeah. So everything, most of the things is automated, of course. Why not? And so this helps me to integrate this new habit as well. But also the 3 things I talked before helped me to integrate also the podcast beside the sports and everything. So that's the reason I wanted to make this episode to bring to make you see that it works also when you're working in IT. There is a way if you want, and these are my 3 points help me to integrate new habits. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have any questions, please send me a message or a voice message, a text message, voice message on LinkedIn. I would be happy to answer one of your questions in one of the next episodes. So for this week, I wanted to say thanks for listening. Wish you a happy week. Stay productive and bye-bye.